Hey everybody. All right, I'm going to try and keep up with the comments. I don't know if it's going to flow right or even work. I've got a couple different programs running. But I'm glad everybody's here. I am going to be talking today about the top 5 oils that we use for our kids to help support sleep. And just a little introduction, I'm Kyla. If you don't know me, I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 4. We homeschool our kids, and we also have a little homestead here with chickens, pigs, which are new, goats, and a big old dog named Dante. So my kids right now, they are 6, 5, 3.5, and 1.5. And I've been using oils myself for about 15 years now, and specifically Young Living oils. And another time I'll talk about why, but that's what I use and I have been using for 15 years. So, but most recently, probably about 2013, when I became pregnant with my oldest son, that's when I really started using them and getting into them and buying my own kits. Like before, I would get oils from my mom and stuff because she used them. But so 2013 I started really diving into it. And once I started learning about, all the phthalates and the parabens that are in lotions and laundry detergents and, all that stuff that you use on your kids, we didn't want anything to do with it. So it's especially not for our kids. So we started really diving into using essential oils. My husband uses them. He loves them. They're amazing. And the kids love them too. So yeah, today we're going to talk about the 5 top oils to help support your kids' sleep. And then also let me know in the comments below if, you're here because you have kids of your own, nieces and nephews, grandkids, friends' kids. Let me know in the comments whose kids you're here for, basically. So to start off, and we're going to keep this short, maybe 15 minutes, hopefully, so that we don't take up too much time for anybody. We're going to start with when you're using oils on your children, dilute. You don't want to use full strength, especially if you're not used to it. And start on their feet, the bottoms of their feet. And if you don't notice, any bad reaction, adverse reaction, you can move up to the back of their neck, wrists, along the jawline, temples, and across the forehead are always great places. And every kid is different. Every kid. Our kids are all different. Not every single oil works the same on each kid. It's learning every single time. Everything is different for each kid. So the first oil for sleep, which is a pretty common one for everybody, is lavender. It's very calming. It's very relaxing. It balances your emotions mentally and physically, kind of helps relax you, keep you stable. And that's, it's great for your skin. It's antiseptic, antifungal, anti-inflammatory. Those are all the great things that just the lavender plant can do for you. So the oils are always wonderful. Lavender, though, does not work on my oldest son. It does the complete opposite for him, really. It makes him not hyper, but it doesn't calm him, not even a little bit. So we actually used to put it, as a baby, we used to put it on him at night, like on his sheets and his pillows and on the bottom of his feet, and he did not sleep well. And I didn't realize until, I don't know, maybe a couple months, that just doesn't work on everybody. So lavender is not his thing. But the rest of the kids, it works great. It relaxes them. It calms them down. But they all do love the smell. I mean, our oldest does love lavender. He loves the smell of lavender. It just doesn't work the same on him as it does the other kids. But it's a very important one for helping kids calm down and sleep for most children. And it's a very simple one that most everybody likes. The second one we're going to talk about is Roman chamomile. That's also a relaxant. It relieves restlessness, anxiety, helps with support insomnia, depression. It's very, very calming. It's a very gentle smell. It's not offensive at all. That one's also great to put in either a blend, a roller blend, or a diffuser to diffuse at night with the kids. I do have a PDF with, I think I have 9 recipes. I have 3 roller recipes, 3 diffuser recipes, and then 3 extra recipes. If you want that PDF, just in the comments, or just message me your email address and I can send that out to you. They're great recipes. Like you got to use them. They're so good. They work like amazing. So Roman chamomile, it's just a very relaxing, calming. It's not like a very strong scent. So if you are just getting into oils and this is all new to you, it's a really easy one to kind of add to your arsenal it's just very gentle. It's gentle for babies too and kids. So it's great to start using it on their feet. And then if you don't notice any adverse reactions, go ahead and put it up on their neck. The third one that I want to talk about is one of my favorites. It's amazing. It's Copaiba. It's actually it can be used for pain relief. So we've used it for teething. Just rubbed it on the gums with a little coconut oil, and it helps with pain. It's also good for distress, anxiety. People kind of talk about Copaiba like CBD oil that kind of has that similar effect, that calming effect, but clearly not the same thing. But it is one of our favorites, and it is one that with Roman chamomile and Copaiba, if we do a blend, like a diffuser blend at night with the kids, and we do have lavender in it because they all really love the smell, and that's, makes my oldest one not sleep. As long as we add Copaiba and Roman chamomile to either the roller or the diffuser blend with the lavender, he sleeps great. He concentrates great. So whatever it is about those two kind of offsets that lavender. And it's good because he loves the lavender scent. So we can still use it with him. We just have to adjust it a little bit for him. But Copaiba it's amazing. We use it in the diffuser when we're doing schoolwork. And I know I completely notice 100% difference in the kids and how they concentrate and focus with Copaiba. So if you don't have it, you need that one. It's amazing. And the last two are you need these two. If your kids have trouble sleeping, if you have trouble sleeping, you need it. Also if your kids sleep good, you sleep good. These two you absolutely need. So Vetiver is the first one. It's very grounding. It's very calming. It's very like a stabilizing smell. It's like, I have it right here. It's like one of my all-time favorite smells. I know it's pretty strong for some people, but it's just so relaxing. It's one of my favorites, but it's really great in the kids' rollers at nighttime that we put on the bottom of their feet at night. And those blends are in the PDF that I have. So if you want that, shoot me a message with your email address, send it right over to you. They're great, great recipes. I swear by them. They work so good. My husband and I even use them, like the rollers and stuff on the bottom of our feet. The Vetiver is good for postpartum. It's good for insomnia, depression, anxiety. It's just a very stabilizing, grounding oil. It's wonderful. And then the one that I think is, if your child really, really has, or even you have problems sleeping, valerian. It's been clinically investigated as to have tranquilizing properties. So, and I'll, in the comments after, I can link to that study. But if somebody really, really, really has trouble sleeping, valerian. And you don't need a lot. Like you need in our roller bottles. So we have these like kid ones. Each kid has, they pick out the one they like. We have a darker blue and red and yellow and green. They all have their own at their bed. And they have a mixture of lavender, chamomile, copiaba, vetiver, and valerian. And valerian, you only need 1 drop in a large, in a big roller, 10 to 15 milliliter roller bottle. You just need 1 to 2 drops. 2 might be even too much. So start with 1, especially if you're new to oils. It'll knock you out. It's pretty amazing. But valerian it's emotionally balancing, it's calming, it's grounding. It does have a very distinct smell. You either like it or you don't. I do not like it. My husband loves it. I think it smells just awful. But with only having 1 or 2 drops in the whole bottle with all those other oils, you barely smell it. Some people like it. I'm not a fan, but it works so good. So I have it and I use it a lot on the children. And then when we're using oils on them, we start at the feet. Again, start at the feet and dilute. So in the recipes I have, there's probably in the 10 to 15 milliliter bottles, you have about 20 drops of oil total. That's it. The rest you just fill with a carrier. So fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, whatever you have on hand, almond oil, olive oil. Olive oil works too. They all work great. And start using it on the bottom of their feet. And then if you notice that they're okay with, they no reactions to that, go ahead and move to the back of the neck along the spine. And then if it's one, that has a nice scent to it and they really enjoy it, you can put it along their jawline or on their forehead. Our oldest son, he puts it on the bottom of his feet and his neck. But the younger kids, 5, 3.5, and 1.5, only the feet is where we put it. But the 6-year-old, we do put it on the back of his neck. And that's it. There's a couple others. Cedarwood and bergamot are really good. Cedarwood obviously has a woodsy scent. So for all the guys in your life, or your sons and stuff, if they want something not as flowery smelling, adding cedarwood is a good change to that. So that's all I have today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do the same thing next Wednesday. Just come on, a quick 15-minute video. Next week is going to be, April 7th on Wednesday, same time, same place. We're going to talk about cooking with essential oils for the kids. So all the different things that we do to incorporate it into the kids' snacks and treats and stuff. You can find me on Facebook. Instagram, it's Kyla_Kelton, I think. MamaKyla.com is where I have a blog and we're just building it. So we're just getting it started and getting some blog stuff up, and I'll have recipes and food recipes, oil recipes, all kinds of things on there too. And then if you do share this video, which is the little button like down there, share, the winner will get a Sleepy Time roller for you and your kids. And I'll announce the winner next week. So share the video, please. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions? I don't know. Let me see if I can see. 10 years ago and grandkids one day. So on older kids, you can up the amount. Somebody's asking for the older kids. I mean, yeah, my kids are young, so I'm always thinking that way. But for older kids, you can definitely up the amount. So if we put 20 drops in this roller, I think it's a 10 milliliter. Sometimes we have a 15 milliliter, but we use 20 drops in this. So for the older kids, you could probably double that, but I would start with 20 and see if it works, because we even use the 20 and put it on, my husband and I, we put it on ourselves and it works just fine. So, if you try it with the higher dilution levels, and if it doesn't work, creep it up maybe 10 more drops total, and see how that works. Let's see. Let me go through. Cedarwood. Yeah, cedarwood smells so good. The ratio for kids, it's going to be different. So 1 drop of oil to about 6 to carrier. Typically is what we do. For babies, it's more. It's like 1 to 10. So for kids, we'll say 5 and up, we do about 1 to 6. And then every kid is different. So start higher. It's not like always start higher dilution level. So 1 to 10, you can start there with your kids. See how it works. If you don't notice anything happening, but there's also no reaction, then bring it down, go 1 to 6. And, just slowly inch your way to a higher dilution or lower dilution. Oh, good. I'm glad you got to see it, Yvonne. All right, guys. I think that looks like all the questions. Thank you so much for coming. I'm super excited that you got to see it. And then let me know. I hope to see you next week, and bye.